way earlier than I usually am. I didn't sleep, but trying to get some Nintendo Direct footage just in case something interesting happens. So I'm here. We'll be starting any minute now. Bring out the chat box on Twitch. Still says I'm streaming Deltarune for some reason. Change. Stream man. Oh, there we go. Hello, ZZPhD. Starting in a minute. What do you think the chances of Bayonetta 3 finally making appearances? I'm gonna say 1 in 2 million. If it does happen, I will be very surprised. That or Metroid Prime 4. As for anything Smash related, I'm keeping my expectations absolutely on the floor. Because my personal picks are kind of niche, and I know they would never get in for the last slot unless they're like character pick or something. But who knows? Golden Sun? Haven't seen anything from that from a while. Oh dear, that's loud. Let me turn that down just a little bit. Is this Tales of Arise? Castlevania? Something? Oh, that's Monster Hunter. Capcom presents. Is this a new game or DLC for Rise? Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Yeah, it's DLC. Massive expansion, summer 2022. So it's gonna be a while.
Hello everyone, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. What you just saw was the first trailer for Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak, the massive expansion for Monster Hunter Rise. Our friends at Capcom are working on many new elements that will enhance the experience for players of Monster Hunter Rise, including new stories, locales, monsters, and, although not touched on in the trailer, new hunting actions and quest rank. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is scheduled to release as paid DLC in summer 2022. Please stay tuned for more information in the future. Alright, let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
That's probably gonna be the only thing Capcom shows.
Party during the day or at night.
Mario Party DLC, I'm assuming.
Party! In the Mario Party Superstars game, along with Spaceland and Peach's birthday cake, several other boards make their return. Take a stroll around Woody Woods, but watch out for those Monty moles.
Hey, several implies 7 or more.
Travel between
But that clearly said 5.
Tropical Island. Toadette's got the star, but she might swap places with Bowser at the last second. Party day and night in Horrorland. That King Boo statue is harmless during the day, but at night, it'll swipe stars from unsuspecting players. Need a break from boards? Head to Mount Minigames and play in minigame-only courses. Compete against players worldwide for the longest win streak in survival, or work together in the cooperative multiplayer tag match. Mount Minigames will have 7 courses available. All boards and minigames support online play. So invite family, friends, and frenemies, and get ready for the party of a lifetime.
Watch the online be as bad as Mario Maker.
Pre-orders are available now.
The inputs come in like 3 seconds later.
A new RPG is in the cards.
Welcome to Voice of Cards.
I don't like cards. Unless they're like physical cards I can actually hold.
Behest. You'll set off on a fantastical journey to slay a fearsome dragon for honor and fortune. Everything in this realm is represented as cards, from the protagonists to shops, towns, and environments. In this fresh take on tabletop RPGs, you'll square off in turn-based card battles where your skills and a little bit of luck will determine the victor.
Well, at least that's kind of a unique way of putting it together. Having an overworld that's just made of cards.
Experience from the creative minds of Yoko Taro and Yosuke Saito is about to unfold.
I love Yoko Taro, but I don't do card games.
Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars, launches on Nintendo Switch October 28th. Pre-orders and a free demo.
But I'm sure whoever's into those is gonna be happy.
Become a hero or an absolute disaster of a human being.
Hey, it's that really depressing RPG everyone was playing a while back.
Your memories. Soon, you learn that you're a detective and get entangled in a strange murder case in the groundbreaking role-playing adventure Disco Elysium: The Final Cut.
I thought that this was already out though,
Uncover
like
clues.
for a while.
Internal dialogues will begin. To investigate, you'll need the help of the 24 skills living within you. Your behaviors and available choices will change depending on how you develop these skills, directly impacting how the story progresses. What sort of detective will you become? Disco Elysium, the final cut, launches digitally on Nintendo Switch October 12th. The physical
No one's even disco dancing now.
22. Pre-orders for the digital version begin today on Nintendo eShop.
No, not on the Switch.
Uncover more stories in Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity.
Is one of the DLCs making the game run? I've seen plenty of footage from streamers trying to play Hyrule Warriors, and I know the Switch is an underpowered system, but with how slow and janky it seems to run, the game looks unfinished.
And about that courageous friend of yours, it seems I owe him as well.
The King of Hyrule must not fall!
You know, you're pretty good for a little kid.
We'd better partner up on this, don't you think? They won't harm you.
Behold our power!
Take that! Clicks!
Time for the show! Oh yeah!
Nah, I could still see the bad frame rate even in that. Hyrule Warriors was like the one that
And get set for
Wait.
a new racing experience.
Chocobo Racing is getting a reboot?
Final Fantasy
Really?
characters like Chocobo and Gilgamesh to
Huh.
be first across the finish line.
Yeah, I remember when
Edge out the competition by using drift
Age of Calamity first came out, people were using that as proof that Switch Pro was coming on the way because they couldn't believe a first-party Nintendo game would run that badly.
blast away opponents. Acquire Magicites of the same element to cast even more powerful spells. Each racer also has a special ability. Use it at the right time to turn the tables.
I remember Chocobo Racing on a PS1 very vaguely.
Many options will be available, as well as local and online multiplayer.
I think I rented it once.
Up to 64 players can compete in a bracket-style tournament to determine the racing champion. Chocobo GP races exclusively onto Nintendo Switch next year.
It'd be cute. Hope it's like a $20 title or something.
Before we show you our next video, we have some news about the last fighter for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game. Mr. Sakurai, the game's director, will reveal this fighter in the final Mr. Sakurai Presents video on October 5th.
Yeah, I had a feeling
He'll also show you how to use this fighter, so please look forward to it.
that it might not be here
It's been about 3 years since the game was released.
since Sakurai didn't tweet anything.
Last presentation about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I hope you'll check it out. Next, please take a look at this.
Right now, Bayonetta. Is this Splatoon or World's End Syndrome? Oh, it's Kirby. Oh. Okay, 2D or 3D? Oh, actually going 3D. Didn't think they would ever... Oh, maybe not? Oh, okay, yeah, it's actually 3D. Never thought they would actually commit to that. They've been, throwing that idea around since the N64, but they never actually went for it. Here's how well that format is gonna work. Nintendo seems to have a thing for wasteland settings recently. Well, that's a welcome surprise. Coming pretty soon, I guess.
That was the trailer for Kirby and the Forgotten Land. In this new game, you can
I know a lot of people are going to be very, very happy.
using familiar Kirby moves. The setting also appears to be mysterious, filled with abandoned structures from a past civilization.
I'm glad they didn't just
What lies in
go
store?
for just making
The
another
game is
triple
scheduled to
deluxe.
release in Spring 2022. We hope you'll look forward to Kirby's new adventure. Next, we have this to show you. Please take a look.
Right now, what? Oh, just Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing New Horizons just came and went out of the zeitgeist. The game launched with so little content that after the
Since its
high people were in for the first couple months, nobody seemed to touch it again.
by many players around the world. New free content will arrive in November. In preparation for its release, we will be airing an Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct in October. In it, we'll go over the content in more detail.
Yeah, at least it's free.
Look out for the air date of this presentation. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
2 games, 1 game update, and lots of fun. 4! More free content is coming to the Mario Golf Super Rush game.
Nobody now liked this game.
The fairway as a playable character. Dish out tricky shots.
Pretty much everyone I know who had a Switch bought this game, and then they were like, I wish I didn't buy this game.
Take advantage of Ninja's blinding speed to outpace opponents. 2 courses are also being added. These additions will come swinging in as a free software update later today.
Again, at least the updates are free.
What's this? An invitation. You're invited to live in a magical world with Mickey Mouse and dozens of Disney characters.
I wonder how many people saw that and just
Friends.
thought that Mickey was gonna be in a Smash Brothers.
Delightful Disney-themed worlds. All downloadable content from the original Nintendo 3DS version is included. Disney Magical World 2 Enchanted
Yeah, that sure looks like a 3DS game that they just threw on Switch.
A beloved Star Wars game is coming to Nintendo Switch. Blast off to captivating planets and join forces with Jedi, droids, and outcasts in this blend of action, role-playing, and adventure. Will you use the Force for good, or will you be lured to the dark
This looks like it's just a straight up port.
Choices determine the galaxy's fate in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, launching on Nintendo Switch November 11th.
Yeah, it's definitely not the remake.
Nintendo eShop.
Something tells me the remake won't be able to run on Switch.
There's one thing you must always remember. Stay human. This is the city, humanity's last stronghold against a virus that turns people into the undead. In the cloud version of Dying Light 2 Stay Human, you'll need to master both parkour and tactical combat to survive in this brutal open-world action RPG. Explore alone, or with up to 3
A game that requires super fast
secrets of those
reflexes and
then plunder the layers of
precision. That's the perfect type of game that you want to have
also have consequences.
played on streaming only.
Where your actions lead you. There's one thing you must always remember. Stay human. While you're at it, take the prequel on the go in Dying Light Platinum Edition. Scavenge for supplies, craft weapons, and face hordes of the infected in a post-apocalyptic open world. Dying Light 2 Stay Human Cloud version launches on Nintendo Switch February 4th, 2022. A free demo will also launch the same day on Nintendo eShop.
I've talked about this before, but
Comes to Nintendo Switch
it sucks that there's a lot of games that came out
Nintendo eShop.
on consoles considerably less powerful than the Switch. They get ported to the Switch and just look way worse.
In Triangle Strategy, a fiery chronicle of war presented in stunning HD 2D.
So they're sticking with that name.
Your actions will lead you through a riveting story that changes based on the decisions you make. In the end, where will your conviction guide you?
You have gone to the one place I cannot follow.
In response to the survey about the demo released in February of this year, the game has been fine-tuned with a focus on elements that received lots of feedback. These include adjustments to the difficulty, improvements to on-screen visuals, camera angle controls, the ability to review previous dialogue.
Well, it's good that they listen to feedback at least.
Loading times. More details are now available on Nintendo.com.
Splendid.
Triangle Strategy.
Yeah, the only strategy RPG I've ever really been able to get into is Disgaea.
Pre-orders begin.
That's 'cause
today
it's
on
funny.
Nintendo eShop.
Alright, more Metroid Dread news. Let's see what's new.
You are faced with overwhelming power. Your highest priority should be simply to survive.
Metroid cannot crawl, but Metroid can slide. Am I the only one who thinks the Emmys are kind of cute?
May be a very small opportunity to escape. Don't let your guard down.
Here's Kraid making his mandatory appearance in a 2D perspective game, aside from Fusion.
Samus Aran, the most powerful bounty hunter in the galaxy, embarks on a new mission to the uncharted planet ZDR. Her objectives? Confirm whether the deadly X-parasite still exists, and figure out why the Emmy research robots in search of it have mysteriously gone dark.
So they're straight up converting it. It's a direct sequel to Fusion.
Early readings reveal that planet ZDR is divided into multiple environments, each with its own elements and organisms.
I wonder if Nintendo actually has learned what the term bounty hunter means yet.
Scattered throughout, including evidence that the Chozo may have once called the planet their home. Visit Metroid.Nintendo.com to read Metroid Dread Report Volume 8 for a detailed account of the terrain and life forms you may encounter in the Metroid Dread game. Be sure to view the other Metroid Dread reports there as well. You'll want to prepare yourself for the dangers that lie ahead.
Or maybe I won't, so I can have a little bit of a surprise when I play it.
How was that? Up next, we have news about Nintendo Switch Online. Many people have been using Nintendo Switch Online.
Let's see if the Game Boy rumors are true.
In addition to the current membership, we'll be adding a new membership plan. As a part of this new plan's content,
Huh, N64.
play a collection of Nintendo 64 games. The
Didn't think you would ever make it that far.
launched 25 years ago. I think this system gave many players their first 3D gaming experiences.
Ooh, Sin and Punishment. That's a good game.
It's 4-player multiplayer action. With Nintendo Switch, up to 4 people can play select Nintendo 64 games locally or online.
Will it still have Roback?
Also, with this new membership plan, in addition to the Nintendo 64 games,
Oh, Sega Genesis. That's definitely not expected.
you can play a collection of games from Sega's Genesis system. This means you'll
Yeah, Streets of Rage 2.
classic games whenever and wherever you'd like. The new plan will include all elements of the base Nintendo Switch Online membership,
That's gonna be more expensive, is what you're saying.
as well as the ability to play the included Nintendo 64 and Genesis games. This is Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack. This new membership plan will be added in late October. Of course, you'll still be able to continue using the existing plans. Also, those who have an existing membership plan can change over to the new plan. We'll share more details about this new membership plan at a later time, including the exact release date and pricing information. For now, however, we'd like to announce the games that will be available when it launches. You'll be able to play the Nintendo 64 games shown here, as well as these Genesis games. We'll also continue adding more Nintendo 64 games such as The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask and F-Zero X, as well as other Nintendo 64 and Genesis games going forward.
And people will be able to play the old Pokemon Snap and see how much better the old one is than the new one.
Furthermore, we've prepared Nintendo 64 and Genesis controllers to ensure the games can be played with the same style controls from their original releases.
The meme is real.
Both can be used wirelessly.
Slot your N64 controllers into the side of your Switch.
For purchase by any Nintendo Switch Online member. We hope you'll look forward to this new membership plan, Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack. Let's see.
Hopefully third parties also make those, because if it's just Nintendo making them, they are going to sell out in like 5 seconds.
In these collections. Cyberpunk meets fantasy in this 3-game collection of cult classic RPGs. As a Shadowrunner mercenary, you'll explore a dystopian future where magic has reawakened and fantasy creatures have come back to life. Immersive branching narratives, skill-based character growth, and gripping turn-based tactical combat await in Shadowrun Trilogy, launching on Nintendo Switch next year. The perpetual struggle against Count Dracula continues.
So that's confirmed to be real.
Advanced Collection brings together 4 classic Castlevania games with deathly beautiful graphics and hauntingly epic music. The Rewind, Quick Save, and button mapping.
Well, I know Aria of Sorrow is good, at least I haven't played the other ones.
All regional versions of each game, as well as a gallery mode with never-before-seen artwork, are included. Castlevania Advanced Collection launches on Nintendo Switch later today. An almighty classic returns.
Is this ActRaiser? Holy shit, it is ActRaiser.
NES game ActRaiser returns on Nintendo Switch, now remastered in HD. As the Lord of Light and Almighty God, only you can save mankind from the forces of Tanzra, the Lord of Dark. You'll wage war in 2 phases. First, strike down monsters in the side-scrolling action phase to liberate...
Maybe whoever saw the license had their hands on the license for ActRaiser saw that horrible ActRaiser clone that Sega made a few years back. And they're like, what if we just re-release the actual ActRaiser?
As you do so, your powers will increase, giving you an edge in both phases. Alternate between the original and rearranged versions of the beloved soundtrack and enjoy brand new music. New stages and new boss battles also await. ActRaiser Renaissance descends onto Nintendo Switch.
Not sure what I think of the art style. Most definitely going to be better than that one Sega one.
Chapter is about to unfold.
For the people who don't have a PC, this is going to be very good news. Hi, Dobie. I actually have a friend who lost their PC who's going to be very happy about this. Gonna relay this news. I did a full playthrough, multiple routes of this game. It's a 2.5 hour game that I got 7 hours of stream time out of. Just like anything else in the Undertale universe, I instantly recommend. Oh, it's today. Hey, stop skipping around. I wanted to see more SMT. Oh, they're still making Hot Wheels games. I remember the one on the Genesis. SMT 5 comes out on my birthday if I remember right. Wow, that looks bad. Yeah. Same thing I was saying earlier. A lot of games being ported to the Switch that should, in theory, run perfectly on the Switch end up looking super ugly because people aren't putting in the effort to actually make it work well with the Switch architecture.
I wanted to make an announcement, so I was hoping I could step in.
Oh, of course.
Hi everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. We've previously announced that I have been working with the Hollywood movie studio Illumination and its CEO and producer Chris Meledandri-san.
But he wanted to add a story to Mario, so I fired him out of the canon.
Animated Mario movie for the big screen. Today I wanted to announce its theatrical release timing. Ta-da! The movie will be released in theaters in holiday 2022. The release date for North America is on December 21st, and we'll be announcing release dates for Japan, Europe, and other regions at a later timing. It'll be a while longer until we can share a glimpse of Mario in action on the big screen. But today, I also wanted to reveal our key cast members who will be voicing Mario and his friends in the movie. First, of course, is Mario, who will be played by Chris Pratt. He's so cool.
It sure is an Illumination movie.
In the movie. Please look forward to Mario as performed by the very talented Chris-san. Next, Princess Peach will be played by Anya Taylor-Joy. I can't wait to see a very spirited Princess Peach. Mario's little brother, Luigi, will be played by Charlie Day.
This is a meme cast.
Timid sibling appear on screen.
This is like the casting that you see in those memes.
One and only Jack Black. I'm expecting a monster performance by Jack-san. The comedian Keegan-Michael Key will be playing Toad. I'm looking forward to great comedic moments. Even though this is a Mario movie, Donkey Kong will also be making an appearance. He will be played by Seth Rogen. I'm eager for you to see a humorous Donkey Kong by...
It's like they just went out and like, hey, who's some really famous comedians?
And of course, Charles Martinet. who has voiced Mario and many more Nintendo characters in our games over the years, is also involved and will be appearing in surprise cameos in the movie. We also have more incredible talent joining the film to play some of our other beloved characters. That is all I can share with you today.
So who's looking forward to seeing Sonic 2 in theaters next year?
Between Illumination and Nintendo, we've all been coming up with all sorts of ideas, and I myself am enjoying a creative process that is a little bit different from making games. It may be a while until we can share more updates, but I hope you'll look forward to it. Koizumi-san.
That one 4chan green text post about the Mario movie is just gonna turn out to be real, isn't it?
Jumping into the world of motion pictures. Next, we'd like to show you this.
Alright, more Splatoon. I enjoy Splatoon when it works, which is rarely, but still. Alright, you get a hamster ball and a shield. And a grappling hook? Yeah. Also, Nintendo, if you're out there and listening, please make it so that we can play more than 2 maps a day. Why does that Octoling have hair? That's disturbing. The Squid Sisters are back. They got new outfits. Can you pilot a mech now? Single player stuff is looking more interesting than the multiplayer.
Hello everyone. I'm a researcher from the Squid Research Lab. I've been meticulously studying the mysterious squids that can transform into humanoid form. What you just saw was the latest research footage from Splatoon 3. Allow me to share a bit of what we know so far. Splatoon 3 takes place in Splatsville. It's known as the City of Chaos. Centered around Splatsville are the Splatlands, a place long inhabited by advanced sea creatures such as squids and octopuses. Buildings spanning several generations are crammed into the city, creating its distinctive culture. In the Splatlands, turf war appears to be a popular activity. Its basic rules are unchanged. 2 4-player teams compete against each other to ink the most area. However, the trend seems to have undergone a major shift, with the existence of new main and special weapons confirmed in the footage. In the latter portion of the footage, we were able to observe activities from Story Mode, the single-player campaign.
Return of the Mammalians.
Meaning the reappearance of mammals.
I really like the Squid Sisters' new outfits. I'm gonna have to draw that later.
This time around. What could this possibly mean in a world where all mammals, except for 2 cats, have vanished? It appears that there's still a lot to uncover. But we'll continue with our research and keep you updated once more results become available. Please look forward to more Splatoon 3.
So far, I haven't seen enough changes to the multiplayer to sell me on that half of the game.
See you next time.
The single player looks interesting.
So, what did you think? Splatoon 3, taking place in a new world, is scheduled to release in 2022. Please look forward to future updates. Okay, this is the last trailer we have to show you today.
Bayonetta, 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 Bayonetta. Wait, is this actually Bayonetta?
HQ 接敵した。距離50。対象は北東に向かって移動中。遅れ。こちら本部了解した。作戦を開始せよ。
No, the art style is completely different.
撃て。対戦車砲用意。撃て。HQ 対象は無傷。効果は見られない。理解。効果は見られない。
Some sort of kaiju game. Astral Chain 2. Oh, hello, Bayonetta. Wait, is this Anarchy Reigns 2? Nice outfit.
It seems I'm unfashionably late, but I'm
You can say that again. Alright, it is actually Bayonetta 3. It's real. After... How long did the thing say? 1,500 days without any news? I said they're going for a completely different direction here. Wonder if Nintendo had a hand in that. Seems more Nintendo-y. Like, for one, her outfit stayed on. Wonder if they're trying to aim for a lower rating. I don't have any issue with that. Just odd. That is assuming this isn't just a spin-off. Yep, this is Bayonetta 3. So they're just going for a kaiju theme now, I suppose. Who are you? Cloud? Cloud, is that you?
What you just saw was the latest trailer for Bayonetta 3. We announced this game in 2017, and we thank you for your patience. This game will launch
4 years. Took 4 years to
We hope you look forward
say
to
anything about it.
new encounters. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I definitely feel they're trying to cater more to the Nintendo thing. The heaven and hell aspect seems to have been switched for kaiju. So I'm cautiously optimistic. It looks like they're going through a huge style change for it. I hope it's for the better. Because I've seen what happened when they tried to appeal Devil May Cry for a completely different audience, but who knows? If it's been 4 years. I'm sure they had time to think things over. I just hope that it turns out in a good state so I can have some faith restored in Platinum Games. I couldn't get into their past few releases. But the meme's over at least. That's something. So, October 5th, huh? That's when the Smash thing is. Everyone get your Reimu Hakure summon circles out for me. You can make a miracle happen. Yeah, thanks for coming to the stream. I'm probably gonna take a nap. And, maybe I'll stream later, maybe not. We'll see how things go. There were some interesting things here, so see you all later.